man's on the van, but he's come back with a can. Okay guys, so I'm going to give you another update after he's drank them. So it won't be pleasant. We'll have the Mexican authorities waiting for us for departure, but no dramas. Basically, we're on the flight here to Cancun, Mexico. We had a 3-hour sleep, which was nice, and woke up and Nate wanted some drinks. So we had vodka, Coke and stuff like that. And he's obviously being barred now, as you can see what I'm saying. So they came over and had a nice chat to us, been very friendly on board. They even changed us to the extra legroom seats, and then we got to change to another 4 spare seats so we could lie out. We had blankets, stuff like that. Staff have been really pleasant, giving us extra food, polite, anything you want. So big shout out to British Airways. Not always had the same experience as British Airways, but yeah, so pleasant this time. You know, very considerate when we said we had mask exemptions. So that's no problem at all. We just want to know if you do get discriminated against, please come and tell us and stuff like that. So that's fine. But Nath started drinking, and he then has, after that, been barred from buying alcohol. They came and had a word with me as well and said, look, you've got to understand, it's a long flight, which I fully exhausted. Look, they're asking him again. They're asking him, he's asking if he can get alcohol. And a coffee then. To sober him up. He's not that drunk, he's so loud anyway.
If I drank what you drank, you'd have to carry me off the plane.
That's what, yeah.
I'll give you a cup of coffee.
Just, they haven't got coconut milk on board.
Do you want me to get him a coffee or a tea?
If he give him another drink.
He's black coffee.
How about? Yeah, that's a sensible idea. So yeah, okay. So basically, they came and had a word with me anyway to say, huh? That's the thing. I'll tell you why in a minute. Yeah. But so yeah, apart from that, they've been really pleasant on board.
Honestly, the service has been beautiful.
Yeah.
Females are beautiful. But they don't serve me. It's annoying me.
They won't serve you. Because I've told the viewers that you've been banned already.
Banned everywhere.
Apart from that, they've given us the extra legroom seats. They've let us change seats and stuff. So it's been a great service. Sugar. They can't cut your hand because of COVID. They have to do that. Elbow.
Oh, touch it.
Behave. But as getting back to what...
You got it.
He is now a super spreader, but back to what I was saying is, yeah, they've been great on here, and they actually came and had a word with me and said, obviously, this is a long flight, 10 hours long, and if someone were to get too drunk and cause problems, normally they would land the plane. So someone that would get too drunk and cause problems, they would have to land the plane and reroute the plane and have a plane full of angry passengers. But as we're flying over the Atlantic Ocean, I mean, I think we're by just past, coming near to Bermuda anyway, they can't do that. So yeah, they've had a friendly word with us, and Nath has been banned from alcohol, but he's still trying. You see what I mean. So anyway, it's update 1 from our flight on the way to Cancun. So yeah, basically on the flight, I'm going to show you in a minute the capacity of the plane, basically, because we're still in the midst of a pandemic, and we have a travel ban in the UK. But there are exemptions to travel which we're under. But the plane's quite empty. It's a good time to travel if you're allowed to travel. So I'll turn the camera around and show you the capacity of seats. So it's quite comfortable. smashed. Look at him, he is smashed. He is smashed, been told off already. He's smashed, bro. The eyes. And the main point I'd like to get across is if you're worried about wearing a mask on a plane and you do have a legitimate exemption, all you have to do is carry one of these exemption badges, which you can get off the internet or anything like that, and show the staff on boarding. Nobody even asked in the airport. Show them that and they accommodate you and say that's fine, we understand you have a medical condition. Certain airlines, British Airways has been great, but certain airlines will be funny and say you need a doctor's note, you can't come on, you have to wear a mask, which is completely illegal. It's the equivalent of asking someone who comes on a wheelchair, do you have proof that you need that wheelchair? If not, you cannot board. So big shout out to British Airways for accommodating. And I did email their head office in advance to confirm the situation. As I know, it's a protected characteristics under the Health Protection Regulations 2020, Section 4A, if any of you are interested. So if you think you have to wear a mask on a flight and you couldn't handle it because you have anxiety, panic attacks, asthma or something like that, you don't have to. It's really quite simple. And yeah, I would recommend it. It just depends on the airlines or some of the stewards. But if you email the company before, then you have confirmation if they try to be funny. Okay, because it's against the law under the Equalities Act of 2010 to refuse service to someone due to a disability that they will serve other members of the public. All right, guys. So yeah, we're about 4 hours away from Cancun now. Yeah, no PCR test required either to go to Mexico. We didn't even have to show proof of PCR tests for coming back, as the UK now require. So, yeah, been very easy, pleasant experience. Nate's smashed and he's going vlogging. He thinks he's a vlogger. He's going around the plane even though he's on final warnings, and he's pretending he's trying to do vlogging. Oh, there he is. Nice. What are you doing? A rap music video or some vlogging? Kodak. How are you feeling? That's why you got a band, bro. When you get me a drink, I know exactly that's what he's doing. I told him not to get any more drink, have a little nap. We've got 4 hours left on this flight. What's he doing it? Surely not. He's got a shoe in his hand. Or is he just asking every random person? Anyway, conclusion of the video is just want to tell you the advice that I've told you about travelling during the pandemic and when there's a UK travel ban, and the ways you can get around it. Not saying you should, but this is what we are doing because we have exemptions. Okay, so one great place to go to is Mexico, where we're going. No PCR tests, no quarantines, no problems and stuff. So I do recommend flying British Airways because it's direct from London Gatwick. Staff pleasant, as I've already mentioned, and so on. But the ways that you can travel abroad is find the exemptions. So some things are like property investment, whether that's in regards to renting property, selling a property, purchasing a property or leasing a property. You can simply make an appointment with an estate agent, use that as proof. Even though we weren't asked for any proof or anything to come through, so we were lucky ones, but it's better to be safe than sorry and have all the documents that you have. One of them is to sign out a government form, but it's not very extensive. It's it's something like your name, address, and a tick box for why you're going abroad. So I just ticked for work, and yeah, that's basically it. And if you don't want to travel with a mask either, use the exemptions, which is Public Health Protection Regulations 2020 Section 4A. And try not to go with a friend that's getting too drunk as well, because that could help. That's it. You turn up to the airport with the government forms filled out, and if anyone can ask, the only people that have the right to ask for that government form that you filled in is actually the police force. So if anyone else asks, you don't have to. You can deny them. But if the police force do ask, then make sure you have credible evidence, like property investment, like a letting agent's appointment and stuff, and then that's credible evidence, and you can go, even though I doubt you'll be asked for it. So, and again, for the mask exemption, that's fine as well. We didn't have to take a PCR test for certain countries like Mexico, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, I think Albania, Macedonia, Tanzania was one until recently, because he was fully anti-C word, the word we don't mention, and he wasn't going to introduce vaccines or anything like that, but unfortunately he got murdered 2 weeks later. So I'll leave that up to you to decide, but very pleasant experience. And I believe Mexico is a place that you do want to go, because it's very liberal, very open. There are some masks that you have to wear in certain situations, but the bars are open, the clubs are open, the beaches are open, and it's very lively. And it's actually the #1 hotspot for digital nomads in Tulum. And what a place, you know, as the world's in difficulty, let's say, at the moment, and it's, some people think it's almost over, but I'm pretty adamant it's not over, and it's going to intensify for us UK probably around autumn time, October, November, probably lockdowns again and stuff. And if you are a digital nomad or you work online, do you want to be stuck in England in a 5 or 6 month harsh lockdown, nowhere open, or would you like to move somewhere like Mexico? It's more liberal, and Tulum has the most digital nomads moved there since the pandemic began, and Cancun has been the most visited airport destination in the entire world since the pandemic began. So there's always ways around it. If you want to know anything more, because I know a lot of the laws, some of them aren't laws and they are completely unlawful and illegal that the government are doing, but the actual laws and legislation, give us a comment below. And yeah, this is just a flight on the way to Cancun. I'm going to get you, we're going to Playa del Carmen first, so I will give you providing he's what a surprise. I've said it 5 times in a row, you'll be refused. Otherwise, I mean, I might be doing these vlogs on my own, because he might not even be allowed off the plane. But yeah, we're going down to Playa del Carmen, so we'll do some vlogs there. We're going to go over to Cozumel, we'll do some vlogs for you there. And then down to Tulum, which is the #1 spot for digital nomads. And we're going to see what it's like living there. Might look at a few properties and stuff, because I'm considering moving there at the end of the year, if the UK consistently has this authoritarian regime, which most people seem to be going along with. But I don't fancy spending another long winter lockdown, shops closed, everything closed, and you can't even be, I don't mind being locked down in the summer where you can go outside, enjoy the sunshine, being nature, exercise and stuff like that. That's fine. That's why summer lockdowns weren't so bad, but the winter ones are terrible. So I am considering moving to Tulum, Mexico, for about 6 months over the winter. But I'm going to check it out whilst we're over here this time. Okay, so that's just a video from the airport. A little bit of comedy from a certain someone. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, we'll get the next one on the way soon, guys. So take care, and don't believe everything you see on the news. Trust me. And any questions about how to avoid things, don't be scared, take a chance, and I think you'll be rewarded and you'll be astonished at how simple it really is. Okay, guys?